we saw him do a lot of things. So I think he, in this defense, I mean, we talked about it with Trey Hendrickson and seeing the Bengals of how they had those interchangeable guys. I think he fits perfect as one of those interchangeable guys.
All right. Hey, I need you guys to like, subscribe, share, comment. I need you to do it like right now. Like right now. You know what I'm saying? We got to introduce you to Keaten Wade, that linebacker, defensive end position. I'm going to give you guys a little brief rundown before T-Cal getting to break down that film. Out of high school, Keaten Wade was a 4-star prospect. He was the number 29 edge in the class and number 7 player from Tennessee. So, all right, Keaten Wade, you're going to make a little noise. So,
big expectations, man.
Big expectation. Rolled out, chose Kentucky, UK. He's got a twin brother, by the way. Saw action in all 12 regular season games as a sophomore. He totaled 35 tackles, 3 tackles for a loss, a sack, 3 quarterback hurries, and a block kick. He got a career high 2 quarterback hurries against a win over Vanderbilt, and he hit the transfer portal. He's got a score of 87. He's the number 220 ranked player in the portal, and he's the number 13 edge rusher headed to Boulder. Let's do the thing.
Yes, he is.
Let's get it.
And I had a lot of people want to see this film, for one. Probably because, like you, everybody want to see the linebackers.
Yeah, 6'5", 250 coming off that edge.
And a lot of people had commented or sent messages saying that they expect him to play inside linebacker. I didn't see that from the film. I don't see him as inside linebacker. I see him as 3-4 outside linebacker, like that's the position TJ Watt plays, where you can be a stand-up rusher, but also you're going to be dropping and covering and stuff like that. And he's a little bit of a tweener versus being a really good edge or a really good just outside linebacker. So I think he has some development that he's going to need to take place once he gets to Colorado, but he definitely has a lot of flashes of great potential on tape. So let's get to the tape so we can check out Mr. Keaten Wade. And before we get to this breakdown, make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. There's going to be some good footage.
Going to be some great footage.
Football. And I was able to get a lot of film of him. So it's not going to be, just one game. I picked up the best games the games against the best teams, goodness gracious, that they had, because I want to see him play against the top competition. So that's what we got here. Let's check it out. So we got him right here at outside linebacker. So it's a really good play by him. What he's doing right here is spilling the block. And what that means is you have some players that are supposed to force or box blocks and some players that are supposed to spill it. And I'm going to explain that as we go through this. So here he is right here, number 20. So he is not the edge player. Well, he is the edge player initially, but when the pulls come, he's no longer the edge player. And these guys have to become the edge player. And these gaps moving, these linebackers have to flow over the top to get these gaps. So basically, he's replacing what these guys would have been. So now they can replace what he would have been. So as he comes here, he has to get inside of the blocks. That's what spilling means. You get inside of them, which gives time for your guys to get over the top. So he spills this perfect. He's not supposed to make this tackle for a loss. That's not his play to make. He spills it. He's the force player. He should be free to make the tackle. And you see it play out right there. Great play by him, doing your job. Here he is right here at the bottom of the screen. So something I like right here is him using speed to power to push this offensive tackle back. So you see right here, I mean, you can see the force when he went into him. So you see he's on the hash, and then watch how far he pushes him back.
Oh, man. Oh, Mr. Wade. Reach out and touch somebody.
Right. And when you're fast and have long arms, this is something you're able to do. Kind of like Samuel Okunlola. Being able to be a longer guy with speed. It's right here at the bottom of the screen. See what we get from him here. So he tries to get a pass rush there, and he really gets stopped on it. And something that I saw from watching film from him is he's not an elite pass rusher yet. He doesn't have a lot of pass rush moves. That's something I definitely want to see him work on. So he's going power right here. He tries to get off, can't get off. Like, if we're watching our offensive line, we're like, hey, that's a great rep.
Oh, yeah.
Because it is.
Easy. Yeah, no, that wasn't.
So,
yeah. That's what happens when you're playing against Alabama.
Yeah.
Let's
play this full speed. Oh, yeah. He almost got a sack on this. So it's a really good play.
Wait, is this Alabama starters?
Yeah.
I'm just
That's Jalen Milroe. That's Jalen Milroe.
Well, I'm just teasing.
He arguably could have won the Heisman last year. So we got him right here. So let's see. Are they running a stunt? Can't tell if this is a stunt, but it ends up looking like one. But I don't know if it was meant to be one. But you're going to see him take on this double team, keep coming off, get vertical, get a quarterback hit.
Yeah.
And what that quarterback hit caused it to be a little inaccurate and ball to get thrown out of bounds. I like it. Those little things matter. See, again, this is another one where I just don't see him with a lot of pass rush moves. He comes here, gets hands on, but struggles to get hands back off and to disengage from the blocker. Okay, here he is right here at the bottom. Okay, he's dropping into the zone.
Coverage. Yeah.
He's matching with the running back. Running back catches it out of bounds.
I mean, he's with that running back every step of the way.
No, so he played this good. It's a really good play. Force him out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a game changer, right? That's yeah, bro. He was with the running back.
We definitely want guys that can run with running backs. Let's see it from this angle.
Yeah,
that's a good play.
Yeah, that was a hell of a play, Mr. Wade.
Here he is at the top playing DN.
Oh, going back into coverage.
Yeah, so this one, it's a lot. It's not my favorite on this one. It's the one. Okay, yeah, let's go back to this. So, can't remember what they were in on this. Oh, yeah. So they're playing cover 4, at least up here. And see, I got to see who the defensive coordinator at Kentucky is, because we ran a play just like this at A&M under the Saban defense. So this guy, let me see if he drops. Yeah, so he's in cover 4 right here. He has this guy as a hook zone underneath. He's either in cover 4 or he's locked. And then these two guys are in cover 4, this corner and the safety. So that's his zone right there. That's his zone right there up the hash. And then this safety right here is what we called a poach safety. And his job is to poach number 3 coming from the opposite side. So what he's going to see, he's going to turn. He's waiting for number 3 to come over. Okay, he determines this is number 3 and lets him take his number 2. Now, this guy. So this is his zone over here. This player right here. Coaches tell you to reroute your player, meaning even though this is his zone, they want him to help the safety out and get hands on the receiver and push him off of his course to make it easier for him to cover him later. But what you don't do is you don't chase on a reroute. So he's chasing him inside here, where if this guy, and he did run a comeback, he's wide open.
Oh,
when his zone's supposed to be right, his zone's supposed to be right here. But instead of being a football player and say, hey, he's rerouting himself. He's already rerouting himself. Let me get back over here. He does that, pushes him, and he pushes him this way, which actually makes it harder for this safety to get to the play. But for Keaten, what I want to see more of him, and you see him reroute as well. So he reroutes right here. I want him to get a better feel for zones. So as he's rerouting him, right here, he he's supposed to be able to see through 2 and be able to see number 1. So you see both of those guys are vertical. Now, as you feel this guy go past you, I would want him to start coming inside. You don't have to look, but he comes inside and he'd be right there for that route. The ball doesn't get thrown there, but that's a type of feel that I want to see from you in zone coverage. I want you in zone coverage, you need to be able to feel routes, not so much see them. Because when you're trying to look for routes, you can't play fast, but you have to, and it can't always be taught, but you can definitely drill and improve it, is the feel of the route combinations. No, hey, if I'm rerouting this guy and he's running out, that means something else is either coming in or someone else is coming from the outside.
Right.
The passing game is about timing and space. So they're always going to utilize, if someone's going out, someone else is coming in. They're going to utilize that. So it's about really understanding that concept. Okay, so here he is here. What I didn't like about this play is the way he got blocked. So he's the edge right here. We got the tight end. He's going to slice, meaning coming back across the formation and block him. So he really laid a block on him.
Yeah.
Now, did Keaten not do his responsibility? No, he did. But I want to see him. Yeah, he's still getting blocked. That's just not what we want to see. But I want to see him be able to hold stronger against those and be more aggressive in the run fits. Here he is again, covering a receiver. So we're able to see, and now I'm gonna be careful when I use the cover word, because being at linebacker and running to a wheel route, a lot of linebackers can do that. Covering is a lot more detailed than just running with a route that you know is going straight. Covering is, he might be coming here, I'm turned here, but if he ran an angle route here, he's already crossed over, so he can be in trouble.
Right.
So when I say cover in general, I mean covering multiple routes. But as far as a linebacker and knowing it's a wheel route, he did everything he was supposed to do right here.
Yeah, he did. He got his assignment. He knew where he was going to go.
You'll see him here again. Oh, it's a different play. Okay, yeah, like this. This is being aggressive in the run game. This is what it looks like. So he's going to come down here, take on this block. Now, this is his gap out here. So he is getting nosy, but he sees where the ball is. And then look at him fighting to get off of the block and then make the tackle. That's a really good play by him.
Yeah.
Really good play.
Good way to get out there, Mr. Wade. Good way to get out there.
We'll see it right here. Watch him take it on, shed him, make the tackle. Love that. That's huge for the run game. Got him right here. Completely made this play. And that's the same 45 that a few plays from, I said I want to see him get more aggressive with, because he won on the block. And you'll be able to see it from the tight. And that's another thing I like to see. I like to see how guys may lose a rep and then come back after that. Because do you lose a rep and then lose confidence, or do you lose a rep and say, hey, I'm finna bust his next time I get a chance? So watch him right here.
Got him. Oh, yeah.
That's a bad look on 4 or 5. He made his point of contact right here. He got drove back to where he damn near made a tackle on 26.
That's what I like to see.
This is a hell of a play right here. So I really like him outside. And I do like him in the run game a lot. Bam, bring him down. He's making the play without making the play. On the stat sheet, that doesn't say Keaten Wade tackle, but he made every bit of that play. And boy, this could have been an amazing play right here. Man. God,
I saw it. I saw it.
So again, he's the edge. However, if the slicer comes back, that means he needs to spill the slicer. And in some defenses, you still force the slicer. But in this one, the way they're playing, he needs to spill. So he's spilling the pool in the slicer. So he gets inside of the pool, almost gets the tackle for loss right there.
Almost, yeah.
Bro, that would have been crazy for him to be able to spill that guard as a edge player and then get vertical and make the tackle. But he almost did it. Let me show you what he did. Is he did his job so good that he made it easy for the safety to do his job. And remember, I was talking about safeties not want to be in the run game. He want to be in the run game. You can see 11. Levin said, "Hey, I got run read. I'm downhill."
Yep.
Washington
Gone.
made the
Made
play.
that tackle. Yep.
And all of that came because of how Keaten was able to spill this and make the running back bounce out. It was a hell of a play by him. Doesn't show up on the stat sheet. Not there, but I see it. Let me go back a little bit so you can see this. Man, he almost got there. So what I really like about this from him is it's his strength again.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do any pass rush moves to be able to get off and get the sack, but watch how he drives him back right into the quarterback, right into his lap, and then reaches out to at least try to get a PBU. That was a big play. I like that. Here he is at DN.
Got to make that quarterback go.
Got the tackle.
He made him go.
Yeah, he almost made the tackle on it. So we'll see it right here. Again, make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. I know y'all still watching. So if y'all still watching, make sure y'all subscribing.
Yeah, just take your time and subscribe. It's right there.
Because we're only halfway through the film. So yeah, I love this. Love to see the bend and get around the edge.
Talk about a hold, ain't it? Look at it. God, bro.
So this, I don't know what type, something got messed up here, but on this stunt, he got to make this. Jesus.
Oh.
And that's not Jalen Milroe who did him like that. That's nasty work. I'll be damned. Chop my cleats up. But yeah, regardless, Keaten made a good play on that. Good pass rush. All right, now we got Kentucky versus Florida. Here he is right here. Still running to the ball. And with every player, especially on defense, I'm going to have some plays where I just want to see how you play when the ball's away from you.
Right.
I just want to watch you so I can learn more about you. What do you do when the ball's away from you? I love that. Absolutely love that. Good things happen when you run to the football. Oh, another one, man. This could have been a hell of a play by him. He's so close to some really amazing plays. He's a rundown player right here. And almost gets to the point where he tackled him from behind. Oh, he would have been so close. Could have been a tackle for a loss. Just a hair off. But I love the pursuit. I love his understanding. And I love him being in that position.
Man, benefit is going
to
benefit him greatly when he gets to get on the line with Shadozi and Carter, them block eaters.
Oh, yeah. The other reason he didn't make this tackle later is because no one had the edge right here. Like, there's no edge. So as a running back, man, I'm going right out here. You got nobody on the edge. Somebody's on the edge containing the play, which should happen on every play, and forcing it. Then that makes the running back either have to make a cut or slow down, and then Keaton's able to run him down from behind. Okay, so this play. So we're in zone. So what I did not like that I saw here, and this is about how I'm talking about, I want him to get more comfortable. So this is some sort of cover 3 zone. Meaning he's deep, and then we're rushing 3, and we got 5 underneath. So this zone, this zone, this zone. So this is Keaton zone. Now, what I don't like is on his drop, when he's coming out, he shouldn't have let this guy cross his face. Because he has no threats out here. So with no threats out here, like right here, there's no threats out there. So you should be moving to your zone at this same angle, because you know if he cuts in right now, that's his zone. If he cuts in right now, that's his zone. Those are covered. So this is what I talked about him understanding the route patterns and being able to get a better feel for stuff. Now this ended up getting deflected, and I think
interception.
might have got a touchdown. Yeah. So I want to see him get a better feel in zone coverage because that's going to be important, especially, we watched the tape from the Bengals of how they use their linebackers and drop them a lot. I want him to get a better feel. So right here, as he's moving out, he should be able to see through to 2 and 1, see that they're still vertical. So I would have planted my foot right here and opened up this way. Planted my foot and opened up. And a part of that as well, you got to read the quarterback's eyes. So right here, I'm looking at the quarterback. He's going through his reads. As soon as I see him do this, I'd be taking off to that ball. But they end up getting a pass breakup. End up being a big play for them. But just like I said, I'm a little overcritical, but that's what we need to win. So I got this play on here. So he's out here playing DN, outside linebacker, whatever you want to call it. So they're running stretch to him, which is when all these guys are blocking at this angle. And what the offense wants to do is they want to stretch the field and create running lanes. So stretch doesn't necessarily always have a hole for the running back to go to, like a predetermined. It's really for the running back to get the ball and have time to be able to see, oh, I want to cut here, etc. So Keaton's on the edge. Don't got no problem with him on the edge right now. He's fighting to get off. But what he does, which at the end, is he puts his head inside, and then the running back ends up spinning outside and getting a couple more yards. And again, not a bad play by him. But when you're the edge, you got to be able to stay outside. In this case, there are other players right there. But as we saw, I think on DJ McKinney's, when he popped his head inside, and the quarterback bounced outside and ran for 30. So it's important. Here he is right here, outside linebacker. Oh, this is a play. This is a play. So he's a quarterback spy right here. Here he is right here. He's going to turn into the quarterback spy. Sees him go. All right, let me go get him. Let me run him down.
Good job, Mr. Wade.
That's a good play.
Yeah.
It's a really, really good play.
He was with him the whole time.
We got him right here. Okay, so this play annoyed me because just so much, just from their defense as a whole. So, run cover 4. He's supposed to be deep. 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 It looks like they ran some type of cover 4 match where it became man coverage for some people. But this is how it should have played out. And it didn't end up playing out that way. And people were on different pages. This is what the offense is doing. This is, it ends up being a zone beater a lot of the time. So you're going to get these 2 over routes right here, which what they're betting on is somebody being sucked down to do something they're not supposed to do. As far as a linebacker come up here or this linebacker come down here on this drag route. So then this over route ends up being open. And then the other thing they have over here, which is a flood concept. A flood concept is when you get 2 to 3 players basically running routes on the same side of the fields. So you get a high option, a medium option, and a low option. So you're making them make a decision. So we'll see how this plays out. So I'm going to break down Keaten first. So Keaten. So he's running to his own. Okay, that guy's inside of me. So again, when I talk about feel, he should know, hey, if that guy's inside of me, that means something else is coming out. Let me keep getting back to my zone. The point of zone coverage is to have one of the points of it, and why people say they like zone because they get more interceptions, is because your eyes are on the quarterback. In zone, you do not turn to a man, which is what Keaton's about to do right here, is man turning. Keaton needs to be facing this way. And if we can see what's happening over here. So this guy, so he chased this guy across the field. No need to. There's no need to, because he's running to where Keaton's zone's supposed to be. And then this corner, again, I think they're playing a cover 4 match where it turned to man. But, bro, I'm in cover 4. I'm right here. He's running across the field like that. Let him go. I'm going to sit right here in my zone. And what's going to happen? Oh, someone's going to run right into me. Same with this guy. If he doesn't chase this, stays in his zone, someone's going to run right to him. So the you cannot do this when you're playing zone coverage, is he's running to the receiver and looking at him, which allows the quarterback
to get like super many yards.
When you're in zone coverage, it's called zone turns and man turns. Man turn is when you turn into the receiver. Zone turn is when you turn while still looking at the quarterback. So Keaten right now just dropping. If he just drops, then he can have eyes on the quarterback. So when he sees this happening, he can be aware of it. He can't just trigger, because if he does that, the quarterback's going to throw it right over his head. But he at least can be more aware of it so that the quarterback doesn't pick up 10 yards on this. So I do want to see him get more comfortable playing zone coverage, because it looks like he doesn't naturally feel routes and passing concepts when he's in zone. And that's something I definitely want to see, I want to see him more comfortable in zone as a linebacker, because that's important. And this is the same play, and you see it right here. As soon as he turns, it's over with. That's the quarterback. You can see it. You're like, hey, there's nobody here. So I'm just going to take off and run. And here it is right here. Great play by him right there. Fantastic play by Keaten right here. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, right here. Coming off the edge. So taking on this tackle. And remember, in BJ Green's film, I told you about, you don't want to get past the quarterback's heels.
Right.
When you get past the quarterback's heels, you do nothing. That's freeway force. You're not going to affect him to move at all, because you already passed him. The offensive tackle is just going to keep pushing you past him. You see Keaten consciously see, hey, I'm at his heels. Let me stop and spin back. Now, quarterback has no idea he's coming. Goes and makes the tackle.
Great job.
It's a great play.
Great job. That's what I like to see.
Great play.
That's what I like to see. The linebacker, like I said, I'm getting more confident in these linebackers. I really like this guy's athletic. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching real routes with these running backs, making me think, oh yeah, well, he could handle a crossing route.
This is a hell of a play. This is a hell of a play right here. Now, what I'll say about the linebackers is, we'll most likely have 2 on the field, because I'd be shocked if we weren't a nickel-based defense. But nickel-based defense, what that means is we're going to have 5 defensive backs, 4 defensive linemen, and then 2 linebackers, instead of how most teams have 3 linebackers. Now, that would be our base defense. You change that based off of what formation the offense comes out in, what type of personnel they have on the field, etc.
Right.
But that's what I expect. So he would be playing more in the box. And I mean, this is play right here. He has the ability. He's not going to be the middle. The middle is going to be Jalen Wester. But being an outside linebacker, I think he's probably best pass rushing. But he also makes good plays in the run, like this one right here. Just let it play. Good plays in the run, man.
Yeah. He knew it too.
It's a good play.
He read it.
So here's his gap. And remember, I talk about cupping the football. Here's part of the cup. Keaton's part of the cup. And here's the guy to put the cap on. Look at the finish of this play. 3 guys.
Oh, yeah.
3 Kentucky guys on this running back. That's good football right there. That's how a sound defense looks. It's just like that. So it's another play right here. He makes a tackle. This is where he's just not the most comfortable in zone. I can just tell from the way his body moves. So right here, he's in zone. He took a peek at the receiver. Cool. But he shouldn't be opening like this right now. I mean, he can. I don't even know what they're running. This is a cover 3. So what I would have rather had him do is take a higher angle, but still looking at the quarterback like this. So then he was able to break down quicker. Because you see, as soon as he opens his hips, the ball gets thrown, and then he gets out the break, and he looks a little awkward getting out of that break. But he makes the play.
He makes a great open field tackle, by the way.
Yeah.
This guy gives props.
Okay, I got a few more against Georgia. Here he is right here. Looks like it. Let me go back. Okay, here we go. Here's right here. And I kept watching this play because I wanted to see what happened to him. And you see, like a dog's supposed to do, you see him fly into the last frame. Even though he lost the pass rush over here. Bro, good things happen when we run to the football. Fly into the frame.
Boom.
Love that.
Oh, he be trying to bring that contact.
Here he is at the end. It's getting a little choppy. Let's see. Wins. Oh, yeah, this was a dominant win right here. So he has the tackle on him, uses his momentum and yanks him down and gets past. That's a really nice pass rush move. I see it in full speed. Really nice pass rush move. Love it. Here he is right here at the end.
Hey, man.
Great play. It could have been better. Like
great hustle.
That's
great
another
hustle,
one of the ones.
Bro,
he's right there to make this in the backfield. Another rundown play. He's right there to get it for a tackle of loss, to turn a good play into a fantastic play. We'll see it from this angle. He was right there, man. Still gets in on the tackle, but he's okay. We got one more. Let's see.
There he
Running
is.
to the football.
Right. Oh, he first class.
Running to the football. So he gets past these, still running to the football, go get on the tackle. Love to see this. I can't say it enough. Good things happen when you run to the ball. Got stretch coming at him. So he's keeping his outside arm free, taking on the block, blocks outside of him. I'm still going to go get to the football. Love it.
That's what you like to see in your linebacker. Love them linebackers that look for that contact.
You know we love that. Got to see that. So I'm really excited with this film. I think there's some development that needs to take place. I'm not sure what year he is. Is he a sophomore?
Mr. Keaten Wade, he is.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be a sophomore.
Yeah, because he has 3 years to go. So yeah.
Okay.
With 3 years to play.
Yeah, so he's gonna be a sophomore. For us, I'm really interested in seeing how he's developed with this coaching staff, because I think he has a lot. I think he can really play. He showed me good things at every position on the field. He showed the ability to rush the passer. He showed the ability to drop in zone, even though I want him to be able to understand the zones better and the passing routes, so he doesn't have to look for the receivers as much, and then we'll be in a position where he can feel them. Right. And I mean, we saw him in the run game. We saw him take on blocks. We saw him spill blocks. We saw him do a lot of things. So I think he, in this defense, I mean, we talked about it with Trey Hendrickson and seeing the Bengals of how they had those interchangeable guys. I think he fits perfect as one of those interchangeable guys. Do I have a specific position set for him? No, I don't know specifically if he's going to be this position or that position, which doesn't really matter in this defense. We want guys that are able to drop, able to rush, and he's a guy that when he's on the field, the offense won't know what position he's in. You know, even he could be any type of position. He could be the rusher on a play. He could be the blitzer. He could be a pass dropper. There's just so many different things that could happen. So I think he's going to be a huge asset for this defense. Just don't know exactly where yet, but that's not a bad skill.
I can tell you exactly where. on the field.
Yeah, oh yeah, on the field for
He's
sure.
gonna be on the field,
On the
bro.
field for sure.
Dropping back in that coverage, man. Look, oh, bro, I'm like, all right, Mr. Wade.
And these were SEC teams. This was
Not
Florida.
SEC.
This was Georgia.
You talking cream of
Yeah,
crop SEC? You
yeah.
talking about the top of
This
the
is
top?
Alabama.
Florida,
Yeah.
Georgia, Alabama, bro. You talking? He's there every play, like you said. He come flying in the string like Superman.
Mhm.
You got my
That's big to
respect,
see.
Mr. Wade. Yeah, because that's what I like to
So
see in the
yeah.
linebackers, and I think he gonna mix well with Mr. Wester, because them guys like they be going, oh, we ready with the ball? Let's go.
Yeah.
See you at the
Torian
ball,
Carter,
right?
Chidozie.
Yeah,
That's what it's called. We need to
right.
have a party at the football. Every time I end the clip, I need to see my
I
defense having a
like
party
that.
at the
I
football.
like
I
that.
need
It
to see
sounds
y'all
like so
celebrating
Coach
at the
Prime don't
football.
love. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
And that starts right now. It starts during spring ball. It starts during these player-led workouts. I think spring ball starts in like a week or so, maybe 2 weeks. That's what we got to see. That's what I need to see. So really excited about him. Love the tape. He showed what I needed him to show. And again, he wasn't a full-time starter. So
really, I couldn't
there
tell.
wasn't.
Wow.
He was rotating, but you could see enough from him. Just
Right.
like Torian Carter, I could see enough to know that he can play. It just might not have had the best coaches or been in the best system or best situation.
Well, Carter's a
get the
defensive
most out of
tackle though, so them guys, they don't, they rotate. That's what you do, because
Yeah.
you rotate your D tackles.
Oh, yeah.
You see the
D tackle
NFL
not gonna
finally
be on the
caught
field
on.
all game.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
NFL even finally
Yeah.
caught on. Yeah, you
Absolutely
gotta have
did.
multiple D tackles. Right.
So yeah, man, I'm excited about Keaten Wade. I think he's really going to contribute. I'm excited to see how things sound during and after the spring, as far as how he was performing down there. I'm excited to see these guys with new coaches to see if our coaches can get the most out of him.
Right.
I don't think he's played to his full potential yet.
Oh no.
But I think he has a lot more.
He's got but I think he can be a lot, and I like the fact he likes to get to the football. He likes his contact. He likes, hey, let's where's the ball, and he's showing a lot of IQ. And I do like the way he could drop back in coverage, bro. Like I'm like, yeah,
we just got to get him feeling the routes better, so he understands. Hey, I'm reading the quarterback size. If this guy's going vertical, I know something else. It's all about, just like I say, run gaps are a puzzle piece. That's the same thing with passing routes.
Right.
When you're playing zone, you got to understand, hey, if I'm seeing this, that means something else is coming from here. Like, I mean, I can say some concepts, but nobody would know what I'm talking about, really. But like, just to say it, in case y'all do know what I'm talking about, if the number one receiver, I mean, the outside receiver runs a hitch route and it's 2x2, I mean, there's two receivers on that side. If I get a hitch from number one, if you played football at a high level, you know that you yell China, and you yell China because that means a corner route is coming from number two, and you want the guy on the corner route to come take your hitch so you can drop underneath the corner. Just things like that. There's certain nuances and patterns that you begin to recognize the more you're in zone coverage of where things are going. And that's what makes players great. That was one of my best assets is, bro, when I'm in zone coverage, I know what you're doing. If I see one of these routes, okay, cool. My IQ too much. I'm going to get it. And when we get guys on that level, all in unison, all hell's gonna break loose, man.
Bro, that's wild to hear you say that, right? Because then I think back when Coach Prime told Shiloh, I say, nah, I'm giving the ball to your brother. He could read zone all day. He gonna take it. I was like, man, that's crazy, right?
Bro, I'll tell you that was one of the most gangster things of the season. Don't nobody take the ball first. He said, nah. He said, I'm putting the ball in my son's hands.
He's like, he can read his zone all day. Now, man,
okay.
Prime doubled down, and Prime was right. But no, I look at Keaten Wade, man. I see him next to Wester, bro, and I'm like, these two guys, like, they're gonna feed off each other. But the main thing I want to say, because I like how he brushes the passer. If she's coming behind Chidozie and Carter, them block eaters or quarterbacks, you in trouble, buddy. Because he can get there. He can get there. Just imagine how you saying, like, man, he was almost there. Now imagine if he's playing behind them block eaters, them double teamers. Bro, that almost become he was there.
Bro, imagine the line of scrimmage mugged up, where at the line of scrimmage we got Keaten Wade, we got Sam Okunlola, we got Chidozie, we got Torian Carter, we got Jalen Wester, and then we got a safety all at the line of scrimmage. Offensive line don't know who blocking. They don't know who's rushing. Simulated pressure. They don't know what to do. And then on the snap, you got guys coming from different angles, and then these guys all dropping at different angles. That's what this defense is going to be. And that's why guys like Keaten Wade are going to be so important, because it's going to give us that ability to be really exotic with the defense, to where these Big 12 offenses will have no idea what hit them.
Bro, you got me thinking, right? Because I'm sitting there like, you got all that coming, and then they send Travis Hunter on a cornerback blitz.
Bro, have no idea where it's coming from.
Yeah, that'd
no
be
idea.
Just wow, bro. I'm so excited. I can't contain it. Lord,
yeah,
hurry
I'm
up,
with
football
you, bro.
season.
Hey, make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. We got more videos on the way. Always. And yeah,
hey,
just
appreciate
keep
the
sharing
love.
this.
Appreciate the support. We finally figured out what BIP means.
Bro, I was like, who the hell is Bip? They keep talking about this damn Bip. Better tell Bip come see me. And then someone said someone had wrote Buffed in Prime and then did like a parentheses Bip. I said, oh, they talking about us. Oh, all right.
I was ready for that.
Good. I was like, who the hell Bip?
Hey, yeah,
get out of our comments talking about this Bip dude.
Please come in. Hey, check out them premieres though. It gets real. And you know,
we live in the chat.
Big shout out to all our day ones, man. You guys been amazing.
Yeah,
y'all been watching us
guys,
grow, man. Like, this is crazy. You know we're gonna be on it for spring ball. You know we're gonna be ready. We got plenty of film breakdown coming through. Like, this is what we do. So you know what I'm saying? You guys know where to come. Buff and Prime.
Absolutely. So we'll see y'all soon and be ready to lock in. We just now warming up.
Let's go. Go Buffs.